Namaskaromi. Today we are at World Delhi Book Fair. Our next guest didn't just set out to write a fantasy novel, she set out to build a bridge. Inspired by her own children's search for stories where they could see themselves, she created Padmavyu Vidyalaya, a world where modern life meets ancient Vedic science and where Sanskrit incantations are the keys to unlocking inner power. Please welcome the creator of Realm of Padma View Vidyalaya and the author of Maya, the mystery of Enchanted Lotus, Richa Lada Kabra. Hello, ma'am.
Namaskaram.
Yeah, namaskaram. Before we talk about the magic and destiny, what's one ordinary habit that helped you to stay grounded while writing fantasy?
My children. They have always been the sounding board. So every time I write something, every time I ideate something, I first run it through my children, and their reactions are so real, so true, and that helps me build on to the subject.
Okay. Was there a moment when you realized, yes, this story is becoming something special?
Oh, yeah. So when I started writing, it wasn't a book that I wanted to publish. It was just something that I was writing for my kids. But when they started talking about the characters, like they were their friends, people they knew, things that they had really heard of as if, playground conversation, that's when I thought that, oh yes, this may be something that could be, sent to a larger audience.
Did you imagine Padmavyu Vidyalaya as a place you'd personally want to study in?
Oh wow, the beautiful halls, the magic, the entire shadows listening to you, and the Vidyalaya shaping you and guiding you. I think it is very enchanting. I would do it, but then yes, of course, there is always that tension of uncertainty of what may happen, because magic, when good, is a strength. Magic when bad is obviously a evil situation.
Correct.
Which
Correct.
then that contrast has to be
Correct.
handled by everybody in the realm.
Correct. Can you tell our readers a bit more about, a bit spoiler free, but a bit more about Padmavyu Vidyalaya? Is it like Hogwarts from Harry Potter, something like that?
No, it is absolutely not the Western trope. We do not have. Okay, we do have a magic school, but then it is a very Indian cultural space where the teachers are the gurus. So, like how we have in the Indian system the respect, the love, and then how the teachers guide. We don't have the pseudo Latin incantations. We don't do the Western settings. We have very grounded Indian culture, Indian settings. Even the friendship and the interaction is very much Indian, like how our Indian kids would interact with each other.
What part of Maya's journey do you think young readers would instantly connect with?
So while Maya she's inclined towards magic, she is very curious about magic, but she doesn't completely understand it before she comes to school. So this is typically like every 10-12-year-old child who wants to know a lot about the world, but there's always a fear, there's always an apprehension. So I think that is where the children will connect right at the beginning of the story. There is this, what may I say, fear, apprehension, wanting to do something, and then stepping back and then taking a leap.
Yeah.
So that is what children would connect with most.
Typical teenagers.
Yes.
Yeah. Without giving any spoilers away, what kind of inner battle does Maya fight alongside the external ones?
So Maya has this whole range of emotions where she's sad to leave home to go to the Gurukul, but she's absolutely enchanted and thrilled by the whole idea of being able to go to the same Gurukul that her parents have gone. So she does know that there are a lot of things that are unexpected and that would happen, and so there is this balance that she has to manage, where completely through the whole range of emotions, that the scare, the thrill, the judgment, having to change, not wanting to change, all of that.
So we can expect our readers for a blast over here because you have everything over here.
Yes.
Suspense, thriller, then
Yes.
fantasy.
And we have a lot of humor.
Yeah, great. Readers, do check out Maya. One more question.
Sure.
Beyond magic and adventure, what deeper theme do you hope quietly stays with the readers when they finish this book?
Adventure of magic.
Oh,
So when you actually go through the whole journey, you see how beautifully it captures you into a realm that you start believing that you can visit.
okay. When you imagine this story, do you see it more as a journey of magic or a journey of self-discovery?
Both side by side.
Okay. So next is a rapid fire round. One emotion that dominates this story.
Discovery.
Magic exists in everyday life as.
Science.
Nice answer. The bravest thing someone can do is.
Face it.
Great. True friendship feels like.
When somebody has your back, even in times of uncertainty.
Growing up often starts with.
Discovering that actions have consequences, and then you still go ahead and take a decision.
Yeah. If you could give Maya one modern day object from our world, what would it be?
So Maya does belong to our times,
Okay.
but I think what would really help her would be this whole ancient knowledge in modern data format that has easy reference, easy connectability. Then yes, that would, I think, do a lot of good.
One last question. If one line from this book could appear as a magic scroll, what would it be?
Lavanyam Jnanam Anantam Tejam Teja Akshaya Shakti. So that really means that you have grace when you learn, when you have knowledge. Your brightness will be everlasting, and that's when the power that you gain will be immortal.
Great. So, to all readers, if you like Harry Potter, you are gonna love this Maya from. I can take this again.
Sure.
We'll edit it. So, to all the authors, to all the readers of Harry Potter, if you liked Harry Potter, you are gonna love Maya. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.